Kody Brown has this concern about his sex life with wife Robyn Brown. To hear Kody's fourth and sole remaining wife, Robyn Brown, tell it, she always wanted the family, not just the man. I had marriage proposals, she revealed on the September 28th episode. Not necessarily an on bended knee situation, she noted, just different men at different times said, I'd marry you in a heartbeat. Her response never wavered. I was just like, well, I plan to live a plural marriage. And had Kody been single when he pursued her, rather than a devoted family man with 3 wives, I would have said the same thing to you. But now that they find themselves as unintentional monogamists, asserted Kody, it's you and me, baby. Though he admittedly had one concern. There's something I want maybe more than you do, Kody told Robyn, alluding to their sex life. The way he saw it, Kody continued in a confessional, a polygamist is getting more than he wants, and a monogamist isn't getting enough. Meri Brown reveals an ex broke up with her over her polygamous past. Throwing herself into dating, Meri knows precisely what she's looking for in a man. In addition to a tall guy, super important for me is to find somebody who wants to travel with me, an avid road tripper explained in the October 5th episode, and also must not have cats, must love dogs. And she definitely needs someone who won't scare easily. There was a guy that I was talking to, she detailed of one of her more troubling dating adventures. Once he discovered she was a polygamist, he was like, I can't continue talking to you. This is not something that I'm even interested in or open to, she shared. And it was very hurtful to me. Because I was a polygamist, you're not interested in pursuing a relationship with me? For Meri, she continued, it was like my first real big realization that that's going to inhibit some people from even wanting to start talking to me. Janelle Brown thinks no one else really wanted to live on Coyote Pass. Janelle is convinced she was the only member of her sprawling fam who truly wanted to land on Coyote Pass. Discussing the family standoff over the 14-acre property they purchased ahead of their 2018 move to Flagstaff, Arizona, Janelle admitted on the October 3rd episode, I'm not actually sure I ever had the dream of us all being out on Coyote Pass. Because while Kody's second wife could imagine herself settling out there, it's a beautiful piece of property, why not? She alleged that it was more of a passing phase for her ex and his other brides. Nobody really wanted to live out there, she said, adding that Christine definitely didn't, and Meri would have obliged if everybody else had done it. As for Kody and Robyn, they had a house that was pretty much there without being there on the property. Janelle surmised of the 2-acre, 5-bedroom spread they have since sold for $1.7 million. So, as much as they all howled over the land they initially split into 4 separate parcels, said Janelle, I just could see very soon after we moved to Flagstaff that was not going to be a thing. Why Kody Brown thinks he has a strained relationship with most of his adult kids. Kody has a theory about why his bonds with the majority of his adult kids, save for Robyn's eldest, Dayton, Aurora, and Brianna, are kinda garbage. I think most of the relationships between me and my adult kids are strained, he acknowledged on the October 5th episode. It's an issue of trash talk and innuendo, and it has challenged loyalties and trust on all sides. And these days, not many of his grown kids are on Team Kody, though Mykelti Padron, one of his 6 children with Christine, had been the most outwardly supportive of her father. Months after she and husband Tony Padron made the move to North Carolina with their 3 children, she gave her take on the rift. I think that if he took more accountability in any of his actions, his kids, maybe not all of them, but at least some of them would reach out. Instead of blaming the children, or blaming how they feel about his relationship with his other wife, or blaming the parents, or blaming gossip, or whatever, if he just said, look, I understand I did blank wrong. I'm sorry. Can we talk about it? I feel like that would go a long way. Janelle Brown admits she would have taken half of Kody's assets. With the April 2025 sale of Coyote Pass, Janelle and Meri walked away from their marriage to Kody with a nice parting gift. Christine had already signed over her portion of the land in exchange for keeping the proceeds from the sale of her Arizona home. As Janelle joked to Meri on the October 5th episode, it was a nice way to just be like, see you later, hope I never see you again, goodbye. But she certainly wouldn't have waved off an even nicer present. Had she been legally married to Kody, she noted, she absolutely would have taken half of his assets because it would have been half mine. Kody agreed to sell Coyote Pass for this reason. Before Kody and Robyn agreed to close the door on their Coyote Pass dreams, they had to open, not a window, but the contract on their new $2.1 million manse. After months of going back and forth with his exes about unloading the massive property, selling Coyote Pass became a reality for us only when we discovered we really wanted this other house. The dad of 18 is also eager to unload the bad memories of their previous home. We've experienced a lot of heartache here, he posited, and we want a new beginning, something different, something new. Why Kody Brown feels he failed at plural marriage. Though he felt his love should be multiplied, committing to 4 different wives, his attention wasn't divided all that equally. I felt like I was devoted to our family and to plural marriage, but then I struggled to be devoted specifically to every single wife and vice versa. I don't think the wives were devoted to me or to each other as a whole. Among his missteps, he guessed, was setting up Robyn in her $1.65 million 5-bedroom Flagstaff home, while other spouses were making do with less. I don't know what went wrong, he said of ending his unions to Meri, Janelle, and Christine, but I know that I stirred up a jealousy putting her in this house. My wives, in whatever way, couldn't handle that I was willing to fight so much to make sure that Robyn was safely kept. Christine Brown says it was a lot of work being married to Kody Brown. For Christine, it was hard to take it easy with Kody. We were married to a guy that was a lot of work, she mused on the October 26 episode. He had a lot of things that he liked and a lot of specifics, like certain dietary restrictions, his grooming, and things like that. Bottom line, she noted, it was a lot. Enough that Janelle isn't exactly looking to multiply her love after their split. I think maybe Kody was a lot of work, she told Christine and her now husband, David Woolley. So I think that a relationship must be really hard. Which is why she's so resistant to David's urges for her to sign up for farmers only, telling cameras, David just can't handle that I'm just not gonna go date, because I'm like, dude, no. Christine Brown says Kody Brown sometimes called her by the wrong name. Kody was quite careful not to call his wives every name in the book. Kody would rarely slip up and call us the wrong name, Christine insisted in the November 2nd episode. There's certain moments you don't want to hear another woman's name. You know those moments that I'm talking about. Never happened. Though there were some close calls. I would catch myself a lot, Kody admitted, and I've certainly done it. I had a way of starting it sometimes and then pivoting. Christine Brown felt betrayed by Robyn Brown. To hear Christine tell it, she felt quite stabbed in the kidney by her former sister wife. I feel betrayed by Robyn, she detailed to David on the November 2nd episode. I felt like I could never really trust her, ever. The issue, she explained to cameras, is that she would tell her things that I thought were in confidence, and then I'd get in trouble for them, and Kody would get mad. I can't trust her, so I stopped confiding in her. But Robyn insisted she was just trying to play marriage counselor. Christine would say to me, I wish Kody would know this. I wish Kody would understand this. I'm struggling with this. Me being kind of a naive fool, I thought I could help, but should have just stayed out of it completely. Meri Brown had to draw hard boundaries with ex-Kody Brown. Once somewhat charmed by her stance as Kody's favorite ex-wife, Meri wasn't interested in indulging any of her former husband's attempts at small talk when he scheduled a video chat to discuss the potential sale of their Arizona property. I don't know what happened with Meri because I remember helping her move to her place in Perot, Utah, and it was all fun and games and cordial. And since then to now, it's got weird. But Meri insisted she was just focused on business, not pleasure, after taking in what Kody had said to cameras in previous seasons. I just had to draw some really hard boundaries, she explained. And when we get on this video call and he's being all friendly and trying to act like things are normal after some of the things that he has said to and about me and my friends, that's not going to fly. Kody Brown felt he should have been able to vet Christine Brown's husband, David Woolley. Though Christine answered now husband David's 2023 proposal with a very enthusiastic yes, her former spouse feels he should have had a say. My daughter lives in David's house, Kody explained of his and Christine's youngest truly. I should know David. In fact, he mused, he should have had the right even to discriminate David. Janelle doesn't think she'll get back the money she loaned Kody and Robyn Brown. Excited about recouping her share of Coyote Pass, Janelle wasn't about to howl over losing the money she'd given Robyn and Kody for their 5-bedroom Arizona home. While her kids feel like I should pursue the money that I put into Robyn's house, she shared in the November 2nd episode, it's going to be a fight. Should she try to get the money out of Kody, she continued, there's always a billion reasons why he doesn't owe it. Exhibit A, his feeling that he had already repaid that particular favor. Janelle helped Robyn and I buy our house, and I settled that debt with Janelle back in January, and she just stated to me after that was done in January or February, she said, our debt is settled, you're good with me, it was more than fair. Kody Brown still has women asking to join his family. Should Kody still be interested in having his love multiplied, there's no shortage of options. As he revealed to Robyn on the November 2nd episode, I got another one of those emails from some woman talking about plural marriage. The unnamed person was kind of chastising me for deciding to quit plural marriage, he explained to his sole remaining bride. And then she offered up her services. She's calling me out, Kody explained to Robyn, and then asking sort of like to get to know us for the purpose of joining the family. Truthfully, it wasn't an immediate no from Robyn, who admitted in a confessional, for a split second I think, oh, wouldn't this be great? This is what I've always wanted for my life, and would they fit? Ultimately, though, it was a no. I find it very inappropriate that they would send it to Kody, she explained of her issue with the outreach. It's not usually proper to go hitting on a guy. You have to go through the sister wives. Madison Brush hasn't spoken to Dad Kody in years. Though Kody is now acknowledging the estrangement he's labeled the failure of the family, he has a lot of work ahead of him if he'd like a passing grade. Discussing Maddie's 4th pregnancy on the series' November 9th episode, Janelle admitted that her eldest daughter didn't even tell her dad she was expecting. He'll find out, Kody's second wife added, noting there was no reason to keep him in the loop beforehand. They haven't spoken for a long time. It's probably been 2 or 3 years. Meri Brown says Janelle made her feel special when she joined the family. Seems Janelle didn't just want the man, she truly wanted the family. When she married Kody 3 years into his union with Meri, after briefly being married to Meri's brother, there's so many emotions surrounding that, Meri recounted during the November 9th episode. I always felt like when Janelle got married, she was being really cool in the way that she was like including me, and she didn't want to hurt my feelings. At the time, I was filled with jealousy and other emotions as they tried to figure out like how to do this plural marriage thing, she acknowledged. And that always made me feel very special that she did that.